Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone, and follow my business page at Brishari, y'all. I'm working on them restocks, y'all. I'm working. Bear with me, y'all. If it was up to me, they would have been restocked. But, you know, it's not up to me. Well, it is, but yeah. So anyway, today is vlogmas day number 9, y'all. We are going strong. We going strong. I'm gonna have to do an extra day for that day I had missed, even though I posted it yesterday. If you haven't checked out the Subby Sunday, go view it because that was a good one. But yeah, so anyway, let's get into the story. I don't know what I titled this because YouTube has been strict lately, but yeah, it might been what I want to title it, but we gonna see if they say no or yes when I do it. So anyway, let's get into it. This story is about crazy, y'all. Anyway, so y'all, let's rewind back to when me and Crazy was dating. Anyway, so this around the time me and him was dating, and Karma had hit him like a motherfucking pile of bricks that fell off of a ceiling. That don't even make sense, I guess. Well, I don't know. Anyway, Karma hit him. So y'all remember the story time when I told y'all about how he left me for dead? Oops, I can't say that. Remember the story time when I told y'all he left me stranded because he was too busy doing whatever he was doing, and he left me at a bus stop and I had to call my old sugar daddy to come get me? Yeah. Let me stop. But no, for real. So yeah, after that day when he got put over and he was with the girl, all that, Karma hit that man again, and he had got into a car accident. It wasn't a bad car accident. It was just him being a damn dumb paranoid person. Only thing we had in common, I felt like, was us both being paranoid people. But anyway, he was at a stop and go, and instead of stopping, he went real quick. He tried to go for the other car when I guess the other car was like, no, it's my turn. And yeah, that's what happened. It wasn't that bad of an accident though, but it did total out his car. So anyway, that happened. So at this point he was carless, and I kind of enjoyed him not having a car. I ain't even gonna lie, because him not having a car meant that he's not really doing too much. Yeah, I know that he was inviting people to his mama house where they need to change the smoke detector battery. But yeah, I knew he was inviting people over there, but he wasn't doing too much. Like when he didn't have a car, he was really sitting down, because he was not the person that be up in everybody else's car. Like he liked to be doing his own thing in his own car, moving when he want to. So he would just be in the house bored as hell. His mom would let him use her car, but it's like only so much he could do in that. Like he can't come to my house and be spent the night overnight with her car. Like, you know, it was just like he could go do this and that, but he can't be going for too long in her car because she need her car, and plus so did her man. So anyway, he had no car, and I'm happy as ever. So he was hitting me up, and one thing about it too, when he didn't have no car, he always wanted to hang out with me. And it's like, don't be trying to keep tabs on me because you know that you ain't got no car and you bored. No. So anyway, he kept hitting me up like, when are you gonna come over? He wanted me to come over this one day, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna come over, but I used to be on my timing now, because I know you can't go move away and go do nothing too much anyway. So he calling me throughout the whole day. It was like from early that morning. At this point, it's damn near about to be the evening. So he's still hitting me up. I'm getting cute. I'm taking pictures, posting on Snap. He's irritated because he's like, you're posting on Instagram, you're posting on Snap, but you still ain't came over here yet. When are you coming over? Da 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 da. Why are you dressed? Da 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 da. Looking cute. Blah 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 blah. Just really being a hater. So I'm like, I'ma come, which I did have intentions on coming, but I'm like, I don't want to sit in the house with you bored because you're bored. Like, I'm gonna come when I come, like, which was gonna be late at night so I could spend the night and then just go on about my life the next day. As I'm getting ready, at this point I'm like, okay, I wanted to put a little bit of wand curls in my hair because I wanted to look a little bit cute, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a picture with him so that I can make these hoes mad, you know. I don't know why I care so bad. It's like at one point it became like a thrill to me, like, oh, I know you watching, I'm about to piss you off. So I'm like, let me do some wand curls in my hair, look a little cute, so when we take this little stupid picture, you know, we could look decent. Well, I can. So I'm getting ready. He ended up calling me again. I'm like, bro, what do you want? He's like, it's been like 4 hours since you said you was about to be on the way. When are you coming? Da 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 da. Can you just get somebody car and come over? So he like, I already know you trying to do something, like get somebody car and come over. So I'm like, if I'm staying the night, I'm gonna have to get dropped off, because I can't just take my uncle car or my grandpa car and be gone for the night. So I'm like, I'm gonna come in a minute. I'm waiting for somebody to give me a ride. So he like, I'll Uber you, like I'll tell my mama to Uber you something, like just come over here right now, like I need you to come right now. He was really irritating me. So I'm like, all right, dang, like I'm gonna come in a minute, right? So I ended up hanging up the phone. That made me go even slower. Next thing you know, probably like an hour go by. I ain't say nothing to him. I'm still just doing what I'm doing, listening to music, spinning around in a circle on the hoverboard. Next thing you know, I get a text from him. I'm annoyed because I'm like, bro, mind you, how much you're asking me to come over, like, find a way for me. Yeah, like, you should have offered your mama Uber account a long time ago. So anyway, I look at the text, I'm looking at it. I look at the text, and this dude talking about some, who is that girl on your porch? So I'm like, what are you talking about? So he like, who that girl with the curly hair on your porch with the shorts on? So at this point, I just look at the message again. I'm like, if he outside, just say that. So I end up going to the door to let him in. I'm irritated, like, oh, he just gonna pop up over here. Like I said, I'll be over there. So I go to the living room, and as I'm walking, I do see somebody turn back facing that way, and they're on the porch. There's a girl with some curly hair and some shorts on. So I'm like, who the fuck is this on the porch? That is kind of weird. So I open up the door, and when I opened it up, it was my friend that I ain't seen in months. I ain't seen him talk to this girl in months. One thing about her, she let her disappear and then pop back up. And yeah, I forgot. Oh, in my Q&A, if you watched it, when I said it'd be a girl who'd be like, oh, post these old photos of us. Oh, bring your camera. Oh, shout me out. Her. So anyway, because she recently, yeah, anyway, she recently popped back up. So we're going to just give her the name Keisha, because I got a lot of stories with old girl. So Keisha ended up, I opened the door, it was her. So I'm like, Keisha? Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing here? So she was just like, hey, girl, oh my God. And I opened the door, she gave me a hug. And as I'm opening, she was trying to come in. I'm going outside because I'm trying to look. And I don't see no car. I don't see his mama car. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, was this somebody just here in the driveway? Mind you, nobody at the house, I'm home alone. So I'm like, was somebody just here in the driveway? And she was like, no. I'm like, did somebody say something to you, like a guy or something like that? She's like, no. So I'm describing his mama car. She's like, no. I'm like, that's weird. Like, that's so weird. So I'm looking around. I go like look around because I know him. Like, I'm looking like, I don't see nobody, whatever. So we go in the house. I'm like, girl, come on, get in the house, get in the house. So I hurry up and get her in the house, and I lock the door. So she like, why'd you ask? Like, why was you asking if somebody was here? I'm like, because girl, look. And I show her the message. I'm like, my boyfriend just hit me up, and he was telling me, asking me who was the girl with the curly hair on the porch. Because mind you, she didn't ring the doorbell or nothing. She was like, she was actually hitting me up on Instagram to tell me like, hey, I'm at your house. Are you home? And I don't get notifications on my phone from no social media app, so I was not gonna see that because I'm not like, I was taking pictures and stuff, but I'm on Snap. Like, yeah, I wasn't on IG, so I wasn't gonna see that for real. So she was like, yeah, she didn't ring the doorbell. So I told her, I'm like, yeah. So I was wondering, like, how did he know that? So she was like, oh, maybe he drove by or something like that. So I'm like, I don't know, because he probably had his mama car because his car messed up. Not me putting all his business in the street. Now his car was messed up. He ain't had one at this moment. So I'm like, I text him. No, I ended up calling him, and I was just like, hello? He like, what's up? Yeah, so who was that girl? Mind you, I don't got him on speaker. So I'm like, oh, that's my homegirl, Keisha or whatever. I'm like, she just popped up on me. I ain't seen her in so long. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. So she laughing like, yeah, it's me. It's her homegirl. So when he could hear her in the back, like me saying that, and she said that, he thinking he on speaker. I told y'all that crazy love being fake normal in front of other people. So then when I talk about him, it could seem like, oh, wow, no, he was a nice dude. No, you came off weird. He didn't even know how to act normal. It would be like, this is a weird ass. I know people probably was like, that dude is weird. I don't know, he didn't really come around like that, but yeah. So yeah, he thinking he on speaker. So he like, oh, hey, no, I was just, you know, making sure. So I'm like, how did you see her? Like, I don't see your mama car. So he was like, oh, I had drove by. Like, I had just drove by real quick. I was in my mama car. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you know, like, I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, wait, if you was in your mama car, why you couldn't just come get me? You've been bothering me all day to come over here, and you could have used your mama car and get me. I'm thinking she wasn't home or something, how he was doing all of that. So he was like, oh, I just used it real quick to go somewhere, and I was going to come get you, but I seen you had company. So I was just like, whatever, like, you know, I'm just let you have your company. But call me when you're done, you know, y'all have fun, okay? You gonna have fun? You have fun? Boy, you do not act like this. So I'm like, all right, bye, and I hung up. So she was just like, girl, like, oh my God, like, I didn't even know you was in a relationship for real, like the way you be like talking on Instagram. Because y'all, the way I used to be on Instagram and Snap talking about some ninjas ain't maybe I need me another girlfriend because these ain't, I don't like I used to be doing the most. I used to post little stuff like, what's Stud gonna tell me? No, I'm just kidding. But no, I would be posting little stuff, and I used to just throw so much shade at him and be like, this old clown ass, and call him what I called him. And yeah, so she was like, I didn't even know you were still in a relationship for real. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes I pop out, sometimes I don't, but you know, it is what it is with him. Like, So we laughing about that and stuff like that. And I'm asking like, girl, where you been at? So she was like, oh, girl, like one thing about her, when she disappeared and you ask her where she been at, she likes to avoid like a mother. So I'm like, girl, where you been at? So she was like, oh, I was on your side of town because I had just went and got my hair done. So mind you, when she said that, I looked at her hair and I didn't, I don't know. It'd be funny because I'd be like, I'm good at poker face. And my sister be like, no, your face expressions tell it all. And I'd be like, for real? Like, I be thinking I'm good at hiding it. So she was like, yeah, I just went and got my hair done. So I looked at her hair because y'all, it looked crazy. But that's one thing about her. Like, I love Keisha. Like, she was really one of those soft life, hard weave girls. And I was just looking like, you just got your hair done? And she was like, yeah, girl, I just got it done in the projects. And I was like, oh, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna give you her info. Like, you know, she could hook you up, whatever. Like, she real fast. She do hair bomb and she affordable. Like, I'll give her Instagram. So I'm like, nah, it's cool. I still be doing my own hair. And y'all, maybe around that time my leave out was too left out. But like, you know, that girl, mind you, whoever she went to, it's like they didn't even try to blend her hair. Like, you got curly hair, and why is your real hair, like, it was just crazy. It looked blow dried. Like, you didn't even try to press it, a wand curl, a flexi rod, nothing. It just was out of control. So I'm like, no, to where she had it like bobby pin down, like, which makes no sense. Why are you doing my hair? And because you can't blend it because you blow dry my hair and you bobby pinning it down. I don't want to go to that. I don't want to go to that. So I was just like, oh no, like, you know, she's like, yeah, like, I really like this curly hair. It's so cute. I'm like, yeah, it is cute. I was like, you want me to try to, because mind you, my wand was still on and it's on my dresser. So I was like, you want me to blend your hair for you? She was like, can you? So I'm like, yeah, I'll blend my hair. I was like, yeah, I'll blend your hair for you, whatever. So she was like, I start doing her hair because I'm like, this is out of control. This is kind of weird. So I'm doing her hair, whatever, and she taking pictures of me on my Snap, because she like, where your phone? She taking pictures of me on my Snap and she posting it or whatever. Now that I think about it, she always wanted me to post on my social media. Cause why was she posting it on? She was like, where's your phone? And posted on my Snap and was like doing my friend hair and tagged me. Maybe because she didn't want old girl to know, like, bitch, why you having somebody fix your hair? Keep them bobby pins in, ho. I don't know. It was just weird. But anyway, she posted or whatever. So now Crazy is texting me like, oh, what you and that girl doing? Why y'all trying to get ready? Why you doing her hair? Da 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 da. All this other stuff. So I'm just like, this boy's annoying. Here he go with this irritating here he goes. So he was like, are you still coming over or no? So I'm like, you literally just drove past my house. If you wanted me to come over, you could have pulled up regardless if she was here or not. I could have talked to her and been like, hey girl, okay, I'm about to go, you know, see you on the flip side, something. But you literally are a clown. Like, you're weird. So he's just like, okay, well, since you was waiting for a ride, you said nobody was at home, how about you have her come bring you? So I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I'll have her bring me or whatever. I'm like, but right now we just chopping it up. I'll come in a minute. Like, are you finna go somewhere? You got somewhere to be? He like, no, I just want to order a pizza and watch movies with you. Okay, well, we'll do that when I get there. So just wait. So anyway, me and her talking, and I was like, hey girl, like, before you leave out, do you think you could drop me off at my boyfriend's house? But I'm like, no rush, you know, because we chilling, we vibe. I'm not about to rush you or whatever. She was like, oh no, yeah, I could drop you off. She was like, I actually want to know if you could come me to the medical shop first. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not tripping. And I'm like, even better, like, you know, since he would be in a crybaby, a bitch baby all day, I'm about to ask him if he wants something from there, which I don't know why I used to do that, because y'all, where was I getting money from? Around this time, I was really on and off with jobs. Real on and off with jobs, okay? A lot, y'all. Literally, I was working at the airport. I worked at the airport more than once, and one time I quit because I was sad because other people was traveling and living their lives, and I was just not doing anything. And it's like, bitch, stay at this job so you could go do the same thing. Y'all, I used to be stupid. When I used to always pop up with a new job, they used to be like, oh, again? But anyway, so I don't know where or how. I will always have some money some type of way, don't know, maybe it was his money, who knows. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, cool. So I ended up texting him and I was just like, hey, I'm about to go with her to the medical shop and then we gonna head to your house. She gonna drop me off or whatever. So I was like, you want something back? So he was like, which medical shop y'all going to, with a question mark, and he put like a weird emoji. So I'm like, oh, which one we going to, girl? So she's like, the one on Slauson. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, we're going to the one on Slauson. So he was like, the one on Slauson. He wrote in all caps, so I'm assuming he was yelling. He like, you on the one on Slauson? So I'm like, like, yeah, the one on Slauson, what you want back? Mind you, I don't really know how to buy a tree or nothing like that, so you gotta be real specific with me. I'll go in there and be like, oh, he just want a pre-roll and he gonna be mad, like, what the f is this? So I was just like, yeah, so what you want back? So he was like, what? That's so weird. Give me an 8th, but that's weird. So I'm like, how is that weird? And he was like, since when did you smoke? Since you want to, like, why are you acting dumb right now? I don't know. I don't think he was acting, honestly. He really wasn't. So I'm like, I'm getting it for you. He was like, but you and your homegirl about to though. So I'm like, no, we're not. She getting something, I'm gonna get you something. Like, that's literally it, and then I'm headed towards you. So he's like, okay, but why the one on Slauson? I'm like, because that's when she want to go to. Mind you, we just texting back and forth. At this point, she in the mirror, she taking pictures and stuff. So we just texted. She talking to me, and I'm just like, I don't know what this girl was saying to me. I ain't even gonna lie. She could have been like, oh, do you want to go into a basement and have a freak jungle party? And I could have been like, girl, yeah. Because I'm not listening. I'm just texting him back. He like, why do you want a Slauson? This one by your house is literally one around the corner from your house. The one around the corner from my house was in an old warehouse that I feel like they just broke the lock on, went inside and did some crazy stuff. And it didn't even last long because somebody got, you know what, so glizzy down. So I'm like, nah, we ain't going to that one. But this before all that happened, of course. But I'm like, yeah, we gonna go to the one she want to go to because this is her car and her money and this is what she wants to do. So he was just like, that's weird, you a hoe, wow, you must be trying to go pull up on somebody. You was doing her hair, why she need her hair done to go buy something? I'm like, I don't know, like, what? He like, oh, I know what you on. Y'all probably about to go pull up on somebody and y'all finna go match with them and da-da-da-da-da and do that. And he's like, and that's sad. That's sad. If you wanted to start, you know, puffing, then you could have started doing it with me. Why you gotta go match with somebody? So you gonna have to go put in to go do it with somebody. Wow, that's sad, because I'm not even, like, I wouldn't even charge you or be telling you to, oh, come with your own. He making this whole scenario up in his head, and I'm just like, this dude finna get on my nerves. So I'm like, do you want me to get it right there or not? Like, if you're gonna be weird, then I'm not gonna come. And he like, just hurry up. So I'm like, he is weird. At this point, she's like, all right, come here. She just kept saying, looking at me, smiling. She's like, okay, come on in, come on. And I look up and I'm like, huh? And she's like, I asked you if you want to take a picture. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go over there, we take a picture or whatever, and I post it on my Snap. What's up with her? Anyway, so I post a picture or whatever, and I had put her Snap name, well, she put her Snap in her Instagram. What was up for her? Anyway, so, like, you trying to steal my ninjas? Anyway, so we end up leaving. We hop in the car or whatever, listening to music like on low because we just talking and laughing about so much stuff or whatever. So he's sending me screenshots of my Snap. Mind you, when he was watching my Snap, I never put 2 and 5 together and realized who are sending you this, because he claimed he didn't have a Snap. We never followed each other on Snap, ever. He claimed he didn't have one, but he clearly did, because sometimes when he showed me videos in his phone, they would be from Snapchat, and I, you know, the writing, it's clear this is from Snapchat. But he would be like, I don't have a Snapchat. Okay, sure. So anyway, we never followed each other on Snap or anything like that. So I wasn't really even paying attention in that he was seeing my Snaps. Like, it was just really going over my head. So he was like, y'all taking pictures, y'all ain't even on y'all way there, like, hurry up, what time are you coming, da 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 da. So I'm like, I'm gonna be there in a minute, chill, like, you really annoying or whatever. So we get to the shop or whatever, we get to the medical shop, they playing music, it's loud, they doing the most, you know, like, oh, y'all want this, that, and the third. Everybody up in there just chilling. She wanted to go there because she was like, it was a dude that she liked there. Just so happened when we was walking in, my cousin was up in there. So he like, Mo, what you doing up in here? So I'm like, oh, I'm here with my homegirl or whatever. So he like, homegirl, I ain't never seen you before. Like, da-da-da-da. They just like talking, laughing it up. She like, oh, I've been around. Like, I've been around since da-da-da-da-da, since 1875 and all this other stuff. They just laughing, talking. So he like, oh, shit, like, you know, and I'm on Snap now because it's lit up in there. It's lit. The girls is cute. They nice. Like, it's lit. So I'm on Snap and I'm just like, yeah, y'all, like, you know, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. It's crazy because even before I even thought about doing YouTube or doing anything like that, I used to really be on Snap like, hey y'all, so today right now I'm about to go to the Slauson with my homegirl. Y'all, look, that's the homegirl. Right now we driving down the street, twerking to Joe Moses. We finna hop out the car, y'all. Who was I talking to? So anyway, I'm over here on Snap like, hey y'all, look, we at the Snap, we at the medical shop, we lit. My cousin take the phone. He like, yeah, we outside, da 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 da. If you single, my name is blank 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 blah blank and da 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 ba boop boop bop and all this. And then my homegirl, he grabbed her and put his arm around her and he laughed, and you can see his homeboy in the background laughing, throwing up gang signs, da 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 neighborhood. So I'm just like, oh, okay, you know, we lit. Oh my god, mind you, Crazy know my cousin, whatever. This is not my cousin that had passed away, this is a different cousin. So Crazy know him too though. So Crazy like, Oh, you and your cousin on some cousin double dates? So you bring your homegirl for your cousin and then he got his friend for you? Wow, that's crazy. When I see that ninja, I'ma tell him like, that's weird. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, bro, we ran into him here. You know this is a popular medical shop. That's why he didn't want me to go there in the first place. He like, oh, I know what you on. I know what you on. And I'm just like, this boy is annoying. So now he's telling me to call him and sit on the phone with him so he could listen to see if I'm talking to anybody else. Not what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I was gonna say I was real rebellious. That was not my daddy. But I don't know. I'm not about to let nobody control me. Like, you get one life to live and you're not about to control mine. I'm sorry. Like, he was putting me through a lot, but you know, when I was able to wiggle out of that, yeah, but no. So I'm like, I'm not about to call you and sit on the phone with you. It's not that deep. I'm like, we really finna leave in a little bit. She just trying and smelling a whole bunch of new stuff. Like, chill. He like, so what you give me? What you give me? FaceTime me then. FaceTime me so I could see it. FaceTime me. So I'm like, oh my God, okay. So we get on FaceTime. He's sitting on the camera smiling. That's one thing about him. He'll be tripping, acting crazy and weird, but then he'd do that stupid ass smile and think like, and that's when it just pissed me off. Cause what is you happy for? You irritated me and you want to be smiling. So I'm showing him the stuff, the different ones. And he was like, all right, what you gonna give me? So I'm like, what y'all recommend? I'm asking the girl, whatever, like that. But mind you, the camera, I flipped the camera and it's on me now. So I'm like, what y'all recommend? And she's just smiling at me. So I start smiling back. Maybe it did look like we flirting and shit. I don't know. So he like, what is you doing? What is you doing? I got my wired headphones in. So when he like, what is you doing? I don't know why. I got nervous. Like, I'm thinking she could hear it and it was kind of embarrassing. So I try to move away. The wired headphones done snagged on the thing. I done there almost broke my neck. Because y'all know how them wired headphones be. They'll get caught on something and you be like, oh, dang. Whiplash. So anyway, I'm like, she like, oh, what you want to see this down here? So I'm like, no, my bad. I couldn't even hear like my conversation too loud or whatever. So he like, take them headphones off. Take them out and put me on speaker. Let me hear. What are you doing? Why is y'all smiling at each other? You're weird. Oh my God, like, oh, you're weird. Da, 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 da. Beep, beep, beep. He hung up. Great, I'm not calling you back. He started texting me. He was just like, you're weird. Don't even come. Like, don't even come. But I knew that man still come over, because if I don't, he gonna be bitching and moaning like, where are you? So I'm like, which one you recommend? I'm like, it's for my boyfriend. Like, he's so weird. Like, he's such a weirdo. One thing about me, I would overshare back then. I'm like, he's such a weirdo. Like, girl, she's like, why is he weird? I'm like, cause he over here mad because I'm at this medical shop and he think it's just like, oh, you know what you doing here? And she like, girl, he can't be intimidated by it. And she like, you want a job? Yo, when she hit me with the you want a job, I'm like, oh, he really would be hurt. Oh, his feelings would be so hurt. So I'm like, girl, I don't even know what to do. She like, I tell her like, you know, I don't know what, like, I wouldn't be able to sell nobody nothing. They could ask me like, what strand is better, and I'm gonna be like, I have no idea. This one gets sold a lot. That's all I could say. So she was like, girl, all you gotta do is look cute. That's all you gotta do. So I'm like, nah, girl. Like, you know, I don't know. I'll see. And we exchanged Instagrams or whatever. So anyway, I get mine. She get hers or whatever. We leave. My cousin, he already dipped out or whatever. So we get mine. Like, we get ours and we leave. Clearly, the dude that she wanted to see that worked there, he was already, like, talking to somebody or whatever like that. So that was just a wrap for her. So we ended up walking back. And she was like, FaceTime your man. FaceTime your man. Why is he tripping? Like, why is he tripping? One thing about it, you ain't finna tell me to FaceTime my man, because why? What you want to see him for? Hello? No. So I'm like, girl, I ain't finna, like, nobody finna call him. So she like called him so we could see, so I could show him what we got. You know, mine better than his. Like, you got him some trash. I don't know why you listen to that girl. You should listen to me. So I'm like, I don't really care what he got, honestly. That's on him. But nah, I ain't finna FaceTime him. So she's like, okay, well, FaceTime somebody. Let's call somebody. We sitting in the parking lot. Now we in the car. Like, we went back to the car. FaceTime somebody. FaceTime somebody. So I'm like, I don't want to. Because, girl, what the fuck? No. So I'm like, no, girl, you FaceTime somebody. Because if I know I'm about to go to his house, why would I FaceTime somebody, be talking to him now, so you could randomly hit me up at 2 in the morning and say, what you doing? And it could be like, oh. So I'm like, girl, no, I'm not FaceTiming nobody. I'm not going to text somebody. I'm going to call nobody. That's not what we on. Already let me go through and block people that may randomly hit me up, the nail cycle. Because it's like he could feel it in his head, like, Symone must be around her man. Let me fuck some shit up. When it be like, you ain't even the one. That's why I used to beg me so mad. I used to cuss that boy out for dear life. And he'd just be like, LOL. Okay, cuz. Why do people take me as a joke? Do I look like a clown? So anyway, I'm starting to think that I'm a clown. No, okay, let me stop. But anyway, so Finally, we and her just talking, and she was just like, oh, you know what? Okay, I'm about to go pick up my homegirl or whatever, so I could go take you to your man house. So we drive back way on the other side of town. So we drive back to go to his house or whatever. And I ended up texting him, and I was like, I'm about to be outside in a little bit. So why, y'all, tell me why we pull it up, and me and her just talking for a little while, and I end up getting out the car and giving her a hug or whatever. But her window is fishbowl, like she ain't got no tent, whatever. Why is nigga standing at the door? He's already at the door. He like opened up the door when I'm getting out the car to see. And she rolled down the window because she must have seen him. She rolled down the window and she looked, she's like, bye, Symone. I'm like, bye, girl, bye, Keisha, girl. And I'm laughing because I could just see him, and he just standing there smiling, looking like a damn fool. When I be really looking at pictures of him, like, not that I go search for pictures of him, but remember I told y'all his girl be literally came follow me, put me in her close friends, and be posting him and her randomly. That's weird. Why, baby? Why? I'm probably the only one in that motherfucking close friends too. Girl, I don't want him. That's why that should say follow back. I am not following him back. I don't want the man. That's you, that's you, that's you. You could keep him. But anyway, so yeah, but what was I saying at? Oh, when I be seeing pictures of him, I be really looking like, ew. You ever look at your exes? Let me stop with my broke nails talking about ill to somebody. But you ever look at your exes and be like, what was wrong? Why I dated you? That's really how it gives with him. I be like, how is this even my, like, it don't make sense. It don't, we never made sense. If y'all was to ever see a picture of that man, y'all be like, this makes no sense. And I'm like, I know. It don't. The fuck? I don't know. So anyway, he opened up the door looking stupid as shit like he always do. And I walked through the house. So he was like, let me see what you got. Let me see. So I passed it to him, and he was like, oh, okay, this smell good, this smell good. And when I walked in the house or whatever, his mama sitting on the couch with her man, and they just looking. His mom, remember I told y'all, like, she liked me, maybe she do, maybe she don't, I don't know. It was really giving she didn't. Because she didn't like me because I would complain about this I went through with her son. And I would never put her in our stuff until it just got so bad, and I felt like that she was the only one that could make him snap back into reality. And then it would be like, she'll tell me some stuff like, oh, this, that, and the third, and then get around him and be like, I never said that. And he'd be like, are you scared of him too? Anyway, so they sitting there, I'm like, hi, like I said hi to them or whatever. Hey, Miss Crazy, hey, Mrs. Crazy's boyfriend. And he gonna say, you always trying to come up over here looking cute. One thing about her, man, he used to irritate me bad. It could be somebody over there, like a family member, and they be like, oh, this your little girlfriend, hi, she's so cute. He be like, don't put her hand up, she is not cute. Nigga, you must think I am. Chill out. Like, go away. So anyway, we go into the room or whatever, and he was like, yeah, I was trying to watch a movie with you, dang, like I had to sit here and was bored all day because you didn't come. So I'm like, why you didn't just come get me with your mama car? And I'm like, and plus it's another car in the driveway anyway, so you could have just came and got me. So he's like, oh yeah, that's my car. So I said, that's your car, because one thing about him, he not gonna be carless for long. So he's like, yeah, that's my car. And I'm like, when'd you get a car? He's like, oh, I had got one this morning. So you mean to tell me you went and bought a car this morning, and you've been bugging me all day to get a ride to your house when you could have came and got me? Yeah, so that's why when I went outside to look, and it made me think back to it when I went outside to look, because I'm like, I didn't see his mom's car, I seen that car parked on the corner. Why are you parked outside of my house? Oh my God. It was just like, little stuff like that used to make me really just be like, Symone, this is gonna be harder than I think it is to get up out of this. So he like, yeah, I was trying to tell you, dang, I wanted to surprise you. That's why I was like, get a ride here. I just wanted to show you my car. So I'm like, you couldn't like surprise me by saying I'm gonna come get you in my mama car and pulling up in yours. Like, you could just came and got me a long time ago. So he like, dang, like, well, you here now, whatever, order some pizza. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I end up ordering a pizza, and we chilling, we trying to watch movies and stuff like that. We just chilling, vibing, stuff like that. I'm posting like his room, like his TV or whatever. I used to know what I was doing just to be like, yeah, just to be funny or whatever. And he'd be like, you so messy. And I'm like, if you're my man, how is that messy? If you're my man, how is it messy? It just starts up because that's not messy. If you weren't a cheating, lying ass bitch, this is not messy. This is me just posting what I'm doing. This says that, like, literally. Well, they don't say what you doing on Snap, but yeah, basically you do. So anyway, so I'm like, how's that being messy or whatever? So he was like, who's that girl though? Like, who is that? And I was just like, oh, that's my homegirl. Like, we go way back or whatever. So he like, I don't like her. I'm like, what you don't like about her? He's like, I don't know, I just don't like her. That was just weird. Like, you know, why would she want to go to that medical shop out of all ones? Like, she messed with somebody from over there. So I'm like, nah, she don't. Like, not that I know of. So he's like, no, that's weird. She talked to your cousin? So I'm like, nah, she don't talk to him. He's like, I don't know, I just don't like her. Like, I don't know. I just don't trust her. Like, I don't like her. I'm like, you didn't even get to see her face or talk to her. He's like, I don't know. She just was like weird. Like, the way she walked was weird. She just was weird. I didn't like her hair either. And I was just like, okay, like you was really scoping out my house because you peeped so much stuff about her. He was like, yeah, I don't really like her for real. And then next thing you know, mind you, at this point the pizza is here, so we eating and stuff like that. So he just like mid pizza in his face, by his mouth, smiling at me. So I'm like, what? And he was just like, you like her? And I'm like, that's my friend. Like, this, I swear, the conversations will really be giving real slow to where I would be laughing because I'm like, this can't be real. So I'm like, that's my friend. And I'm laughing. And he was just like, but like, do you like her? And I'm like, yeah, if that's my friend, I'm not gonna call somebody my friend. I don't like them. And he was just like how you like her though? Like, y'all did something before? Like, basically, that's what he was getting at. I'm like, bro, you're weird. Like, you're so weird because where did this come from? Like, I'm confused at how you even, like, came up with this logic or in your head. Like, you're very strange. So he just laughing and stuff like that. He just think it's so funny. He laughing. I'm just like, bro, this, I cannot stand him. So we watching movies or whatever, and we just chilling, right? And I'm like I said, I posted out his house, and y'all remember I told y'all the girl named Kiera, she lived by him or whatever. So she see I'm at his house or whatever. Mind you, it's not super late at night. It's probably like around, I probably got to his house probably around like 7 o'clock. So now, like I said, we eat, the food came, we trying to watch a movie, but he won't stop talking to me. And yeah, so after, I should have known something was up. I should have known something was up, because, you know, we chilling, do our thing or whatever. And then after he like stood up and he started, like, he was just being weird. He just kept looking at me. So I'm like, what? Usually, you know, like after he go to sleep or whatever, but he kept looking at me. So I'm like, what? Like, what's up? So he's like, mind you, his phone didn't ring, didn't do nothing. Oh my God. I'm like, what? He was like, my boy need a ride home. He need a ride home. So I'm like, who is your boy? So he was like, my boy such and such. He said his friend name. So I'm standing up. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm trying to find some pants like to put on. I'm like, where's some of your sweats at? I'm about to put on real quick. That's gonna be easy. He like, where you going? You said your friend need a ride home. So he like, where you going? I'm like, with you to take your friend home. He's like, no, I'm just gonna go real quick. I'm gonna just go real quick. So I'm like, are you serious right now? He's like, it's just gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick. Mind you, at this point it's like 9 o'clock. He like, it's gonna be quick, it's gonna be quick, I promise you. And plus, like, you know, it's probably a whole bunch of them, like, they need a ride. They just did some, you know, they did some, like, I'm trying to think of a better way to say this. They just did some things, and he was picking them up because they driver left. And yeah, he's like, it's a lot of them. He's like, so yeah, you don't need to be over there, no way. Like, nah, because most definitely, I know if we ever got into something, you're gonna snitch. Oh yeah, I will. But he was like, yeah, you don't need to be over there. It's a lot of them. So I'm like, how long is this gonna take? Like, where you going? Like, he's like, I'm just giving them a ride home. That's it. They just literally waiting for me at a Denny's. I'm gonna give them a ride home. That's it. And I'll be right back. I promise you. I promise. So I'm like, man, all right, whatever. And he gave me a kiss on the forehead. He leave out, but he's smiling, and the way he grabbed the keys and ran was like a kid that just got over on their parent. So he ran out that room. I'm like, oh no, he about to do some shit. Like, his nigga is really a weirdo. Like, my thing is, you begged me to come over, and now you finna go fake take your friends home so you could literally go do something with somebody else. Like, you probably was like, ooh, she one nut for you, one nut for her. Let's go. Let me go ahead and now she get hers, and I'm gonna come back to you. All right, see ya. Like, that's what it was giving. So I'm irritated, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm so annoyed. At this point, I'm not signing into Netflix on ATV no more. So anyway, I'm irritated as a heck. Y'all already knew about that Netflix situation. I'm so irritated. And I'm over here just trying to like scroll through YouTube, like on the TV, trying to find movies and stuff like that. And I'm just annoyed, right? Time is going by. You know, time moves so slow but fast. When you waiting on somebody, it's like, you've been gone for a long time, but it seemed like time is moving slow. So I'm over here, I'm just waiting. Eventually, I end up getting on the phone with Kiera, because I'm like, girl, what you doing, whatever. We talking and stuff like that. And she like, girl, nothing. I'm telling her, like, yeah, I'm at Crazy House. He wants to go pick up his homeboy or whatever. She like, he wants to go pick up his homeboy. I'm like, girl, right, and left me here. He know I don't like being left here because I don't know, just weird. Like, his mom like me, then she don't like me. I don't know if she gonna come over here and like pull my hair when I'm asleep or something. Who knows? So I'm like, girl, yeah, it's annoying. And for some reason, I could not sleep at his house. I used to be so paranoid there because it was like, you let too many people know where you live at. Like, I don't know, I just didn't like being there. So I'm just like, I don't like being here alone. I'm just annoyed over here. Like, girl, yeah, I'm irritated. So we talking and stuff like that. She was like, well, you want to come with me to go pull up on somebody? So I'm like, to pull up on who? So she was like, to pull up on this boy or whatever. I'm just like, he owed me something. He said he was gonna give me some money. She used to love to lie and be like, somebody gonna give her some money. We get there and it'd be the most awkward situation. So where my hug at? So where my kiss at? What you been on? Da 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 da. No money ever get asked about, no money ever get passed. I was like, why does she lie? Like, if you want to just see somebody, just say that. So anyway, so I'm like, girl, I don't know. Like, you know what? I'm like, how you gonna get there? She was like, I'm trying to see if my mama will let me use her car or whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, let me know. If you end up doing it, I'm gonna go because he taking too long. And I kept trying to call him. He not answering the phone. He not texting. So I'm like, yeah, I know he on some BS. So I'm irritated. So much of me wanted to go hit a bimbo and be like, bitch, is he with you? But I was just so annoyed. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna leave in a little bit. I text him and I was like, I'm about to go. So y'all, when I text him and said I was gonna go, that man called me so quick. Hello? Hello? I'm like, yeah, I'm about to leave. He like, you about to leave? Why would you try to leave? I'm literally on the way back. I told you I'm gonna be right back. I'm like, cause I'm calling you and texting you, not answering the phone. So he like laughing. And I'm just like, what's funny? He like, I'm on the way back. I'm on the way back. He's like, I'm with my homeboy right now. So I'm like, no, you not. Like, you literally probably just left him with somebody. I'm like, you weird, da 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 da. I'm cool on you. You know, the whole little spiel that you lie and say all the time. I'm like, I'm cool on you. You're a weird ass bitch. Beep, beep, beep. You know, calling him all type of stuff. So he like, I'm with the homie right now. Look, I'm gonna have him say something. He's like, bro. Then he's like this. Hello? It's me. It's his friend. But it's him talking, trying to change his voice. And then he started laughing. I said, yeah, you a weird ass bitch. And I hung up the phone. So he called me right back. And he was like, all right. Say something, bro. Say something. So then the boy started talking. He was like, Symone, why are you tripping? You could tell like they probably was sipping. So I'm like, all right, well, hurry up. You still ain't trapped him off yet. Like, hurry up. He was like, we outside his house right now. Like, he literally about to get out the car. He's like, I'm finna get out the car, Symone. Like, dang, all right, go back to her, bro. Go back to her because she tripping. Like, you tripping on the homie like that. He love you. You know, they love to say that. You don't even know me. He don't talk about me to you. So he was just like, yeah, he love you. So I'm like, all right, whatever, hurry up. Like, you really get on my nerves. I was finna leave. Like, I was finna go to Kiara's house. So he like, no, I'm really finna come back now because what you trying to go to her house for? So at this point, I done hanging up the phone. I get back on the phone, Kiara. She talking to me. She like, girl, yeah, my mom not trying to let me use the car, all this other stuff like that. And I was like, dang, like, that's irritating or whatever. Like, you know, she was like, well, didn't you say Crazy got a new car? Yeah. So I was like, yeah, but he not back yet. She was like, but he on the way back. She like, can you just take me like over there real quick and then come back right back? She's like, he left you at his house. Like, just say that you got to go do something or go grab something from your house. So I was like, but if I say that, he gonna want to take me. She was like, well, I mean, just tell him you gotta come get something from my house or something, or you gonna drop me off somewhere. Like, you know he ain't gonna want to come then. I was like, she's like, just, I don't know, just think of something. She's like, but can you just take me? Like, it's gonna be real quick. I just gotta get this money. It's gonna be real quick. So I'm like, okay, when he get back, I'll see. Like, when he get back, I'll see, right? So, y'all, he ended up getting back to the house. And when he came in the room, he extremely tired, which irritated me even more. Like, take your drawers off and let me sniff him because... I'm just kidding. But no, it irritated me more because I'm just like, what was you doing? And he was just like, nothing. Like, I literally was giving him a ride. Like, you want to see my call log? You want to see my phone? You want to see my phone? And he'll be like this. You want to see my phone? Like... And I'd be like, just forget about it. So I'm looking like, how can I ask him if I could use his car to go to my house to go get something real quick? But I could tell how tired he was. He would have let me just go by myself. He wouldn't have tried to come. So I'm like, dang. So as I'm sitting there thinking about it, he dozing off. We put on another movie and we just sitting there. He dozing off. I'm like, okay, he falling asleep. And I could tell like he literally been sipping or whatever. So I'm like, okay, he going to sleep. Y'all, he went to sleep and she just still texting me like, what did he say? Did he say anything? Da da da. So I'm like, I'm gonna just come. I'm like, you said it's real quick. Where he live at? So she told me, she was like, he on the east side. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just come real quick. Y'all, I grabbed his keys and I left out the house. I didn't even lock their front door because he didn't have a key. Sometimes he would have a key on his, like, of the front door key on his thing, and sometimes he wouldn't because when he came back, he had me unlock the door for him. So I left the keys and I go to Kiara's house and I'm like, girl, I'm outside. I'm in this black BMW or whatever. So she come outside or whatever and she was like, oh, this is nice. Let me drive. I don't know know where this boy got this car from. Literally every light was on. Check engine, check the brakes, check the tire temperature, check every light was on this car. So she was like, let me drive like I can flex the steering wheel. I said, girl, every light is on. Literally, they gonna be like, girl. So she's like, I'm gonna just hide it. So I'm like, like no. I'm like, I can't post it because he sleep, and I already know it be bimbo for real that be sending my snaps to him. But like, which is weird. It's weirdo. Like I told y'all, the fact that she really sat in the quiet for so long, which I wish she would have been, says I would never went through this shit. She literally sat back and watched me date this man for like, I want to say 8 months to a year, and then finally popped up and said, this is enough. When you should have been said, hey, don't know if you know this or not, this is my boyfriend. Instead, you sat back, watched, sent him my snaps every chance you got, and was a weirdo. When you made me, you're the reason why I went through that. You're the reason. Anyway, I'm like, I can't post it because I know somebody gonna see and be like, oh, she was driving a car, I don't know. So I'm like, dang, I can't post it. So y'all, we driving, as we on the way, I don't know if he must have rolled over to pee or rolled over to something, but he woke up and he ended up calling me. I'm like, he calling me, girl, he calling me. So she was like, just answer the phone. I'm like, dang, he could hear him outside. You could hear the cars and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, hello? He was like, where are you? So I'm like, I went to my house real quick because my grandpa had said he didn't know how to cut the stove off and stuff. I'm just making up some type of lie. Didn't even make sense. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah. And I was like, and plus I wanted to go get me a change of clothes. I was like, because I know tomorrow you probably gonna want me with you and stuff like that, and I didn't really have no change of clothes for real. Like I didn't come with no change of clothes, because I used to always know like, okay, I'm gonna go home in the morning and then you come get me when you come get me or something like that. I don't know. But I'm like, yeah, I went to go get a change of clothes too or whatever like that. And I was like, oh, remember that sweater you had left at my house? So I was like, let me get that too. And he was like, leave the sweater there. I'm like, ooh, cool, because now I'm gonna have to run to go get the sweater. Like, I'm already lying. So he's like, leave the sweater there. Why you trying to get rid of my stuff at your house? So I'm like, I'm not. So he was like, where you at now? I'm like, I'm literally pulling up to my house. I just left. He was like, you just left? I'm like, yeah, I just left. He was like, I've been up for a little minute because I thought you was in the bathroom. So I'm like, oh, yeah, well, I wasn't trying to drive fast because, you know, I ain't got license and I'm just making up some lie. I'm like, but I'm right here. I shouldn't be talking and driving on the phone. No way. Mind you, at this point, it's probably like, I want to say 11 o'clock at night. So he like, all right, well, hurry up. So I'm like, all right, bye. Yo, I'm like, okay, we gotta hurry up and get to this house. So we gotta hurry up and do this real quick. So I'm like, you just getting money real quick? She's like, yeah, I'm just getting money. Y'all, we pull up to the house. I'm like, all right. You know, I'm sitting there with the brakes. I never used to put the car in park. I'm sitting there with the brakes. I'm like, all right, get out the car. Like, go. She's like, I'm gonna have him come to the car. I'm like, girl, no. Like, get out the car. She's like, why can't he just get in? Like, he probably gonna want to just get in real quick. Like, we just gonna talk. I said, he cannot get in here. Because if he get in here, what if he got like a strong scent cologne or something? Like, no. I'm like, girl, no. Get out the car. So she's like, all right, whatever. So he walk up. He like, this you? She like, it was gonna be me, but my homegirl, I let her buy it. I don't know why she used to lie so freaking much. She was like, I let my homegirl buy it. I'm gonna end up getting another one though. So he like, oh, okay. They just talking and stuff like that, talking against the car. His homeboy ended up, I'm sitting there on my phone just scrolling, stressed out. I'm texting him like, I love you. You know, I'm just making sure grandpa got the stove cut off, LOL. You know, and he just like, hurry up. Like, come back so I could go back to sleep. So I'm like, all right. Y'all, tell me why the next thing you know, the homeboy walk up to the car. He walk up to the driver window. He just standing there. I jumped and kind of screamed because it's just a dude standing here with a black hoodie on. So I'm like, oh, and then she laughed. She's like, roll the window down, Symone, roll the window down. So I rolled the window down and I'm like, what's up? He like, what's up? He put his arms in and he just looking all in, smiling all big. What's up? I'm like, nothing. And I'm over here leaned over because why is you so close? And he like, yeah, all right, I see you. So I'm like, okay, you know, like, And he just like, what's your name? So I'm like, my name's Symone. He like, okay, your name's Symone. He's like, Symone, you think you could take me to the liquor store real quick? What? I'm like, no, I can't. He was like, why? I'm like, because I don't got no license for real. He was like, it's cool. Just take me to the liquor store, just right around the corner. Like, it ain't gonna be no big deal. So she like, Symone, can you take me to the liquor store? Like, we could just all go real quick. So I'm like, Kiara. Because but you know this is not my car. So he's like, yes, it's gonna be real quick. I'm just trying to grab me some woods. It's just gonna be real quick. So He's like, but it smell like tree up in here. Like, you got some woods on you? So I'm like, I don't know. I'm nervous because I did not want to take this man to the store. So I started looking around. Why was something in the middle thing? It was probably like 2 left in there. I was like, it's 2 left up in here. He was like, oh, can I get those? I was like, yeah, here, just take them. Yo, I just gave it to him because I'm stressed. I'm like, I cannot take y'all to the store. No, hell no, no way, no way. So she was like, he like, all right. He's like, yeah, you trying to, you know, basically puff puff. So I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm good. He's like, get out the car. Like, just get out the car. He's like, put the car in park. You got it got the car, like, you just on the brake and stuff like that. So I put the car in park or whatever. He's like, yeah, just cut the car off real quick. I see you need gas too. Oh, I look at the thing, this man gas light on. Nigga, I was so irritated. So I ended up cutting off the car. He like, yeah, step out real quick. I want to talk to you. He was like, or I could just hop in. So he like, here, move out the way, because she was leaning on the door. So I'm like, I get out. I hop out the car. Next thing you know, we talking and stuff like that. Y'all, Crazy start calling back. Because all of this is happening and it's like time going by. He called back. Mind you, I told y'all I don't live far from him. So he called me back. I'm not answering the phone. I'm like, I cannot answer the phone because this dude over here laughing and talking with her. This dude won't stop talking to me and I'm one word to him. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, Kiera, I'm gonna have to, you know, I gotta get back. So she's like, all right, we finna leave in a little bit. So he like, what y'all in a rush for? Like, the night just began, we chilling. Y'all, I'm stressed. So he texted me like, where the you at with my car? I'm like, oh my God. So I'm texting him like, I'll start texting like I was gonna text him, and then I thought about it, like, don't text, you didn't answer the phone, so I erased it. So y'all, he texted me like, stop, why are you playing? I just seen you was about to text back. And I'm like, fuck, I forgot that feature. So now he calling me. I'm not answering the phone. He kept calling. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, Kiera. Yeah, he calling me all type of weirdos. He texted me and stuff like that. All this stuff like that. Like, you got me up and all this other stuff like that, right? We just still chilling. I'm stressed. I'm like, Kiera, come on. I'm like, you know what? I'm finna actually go. Like, I'm gonna have to pull off real quick. So they like, hold on real quick. Hold on, like, just so happened when I just was finna get the guts to pull off, y'all, tell me why. They like, hey, y'all see that car? They like, y'all see that car? I'm like, bro, this can't be happening. So they're like, hey, come in the house real quick. Because there's a car at the end of the block with their lights off. I'm like, this can't be happening right now. Like, out of all the time, I'm like, you know what, let's just go. He was like, nah, y'all can't pull off. Come in the house real quick. We go in the house. I'm like, bro, this cannot be happening. We standing there. They looking out the window. They cut their porch lights off and they go outside. I'm like, Kiera, we gotta go. Time is going by. They outside for a full minute, like not one whole minute, but they outside for a while. He's calling me, he's still calling me. I'm like, girl, he calling me, he texting me, he's mad. And at this point, I said I was gonna go get a change of clothes, and I already told Kiera, like, can you bring something down out of your house and I'll just give you your shit back. So he calling. Next thing you know, his mom texted me and she was just like, where are you? Like, he told me that you took his car. She said stole. She told me you stole his car and you're not answering the phone. And I'm gonna drive past your house to see if you're there. You is a fucking snitch? What is your problem? Why are you gonna go drive past my house to see if I'm there? So I'm like, girl, oh my God. She tried to call me. I can't answer. I'm like, maybe I can answer the phone because they outside, right? I answered the phone. I'm like, hello. She was just like, Symone, what's going on? Like, Crazy is telling me that you took his car. You haven't came back. You're not answering the phone. She's like, I drove past your house on my way home and I didn't see his car out there. Oh, what's up with y'all using my street for a detour? It doesn't even make sense when y'all do it. So she like, yeah, he said this, that, and the third, you're not outside, all this other stuff like that. Now you're not at the house and he's calling, you're not answering. So I'm like, oh, I'm coming right now. I was like, I had to just stop at my friend's house. She like up the street, whatever. But literally, I'm about to come right now. I just had to make sure she was okay, She's like, okay, yeah, because we don't want to have to file a report. When y'all become the snitch family? And she's like, we don't have to follow her. I'm like, I'm coming right now. Mind you, as I'm talking to her, next thing you know, they start walking back in the house. You can hear them. I hung that phone up quick. I'm like, Kiera, you gotta be kidding me. So when they come back in the house, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to leave. He's like, man, like we chilling, like you ain't trying to chill. I'm like, I gotta go. So Kiera, like, Symone, just real quick, we just finna, like, you know, puff this one. Like, he's like, yeah, but we didn't even get to, like, you know, do our thing because we tripping on that car. Like, we don't know what's going on, whatever. He's like, but they hit the block and, you know, they hit it like twice. I don't know what's going on. Y'all shouldn't even leave right now, no way. I'm like, this can't be happening. So he trying to call me because, mind you, his mom clearly probably told him, like, I just got off the phone with her. So he trying to call me, and I'm like, I'm coming right now. I had to go to Kiara's house. I had to do this real quick. I'm coming right now. So he like, nah, you weird as fuck. Da 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 da. He going in on me. He like, send your location. Send your location. Mind you, Kiara don't even live far from him either. So I'm like, dang, it's not working. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna have to just take this risk. We got to go, you know. And he like, dang, the other boy grabbed me like, dang, I can't just have a little bit of minute of your time. Like, y'all could just chill. Like, I thought y'all just come over here to chill. I'm like, nah, mind you, we've been there for like an hour throughout this whole situation going on. So we leaving. Kiara like, Symone, she walking so slow. When I tell you I started up that motherfucking car and did a little inch, bitch, get in this motherfucking whip, because we got to go. She ended up getting in the car. She's like, girl, what are you tripping about? I'm like, she's like, he tripping. She's like, you gonna get his car back? Like, he left you at his house anyway. I said, but this is his car. I could see if it was my car and I left and I was like, you know what, I want to go do this, that, and the third. But I'm like, this is his car. He's blowing me up still. Now that we in the car and I'm answering the phone, I'm like, hello, hello. How am I answering with an attitude? He like, man, you weird as fuck. Bring my motherfucking car back. You're weird, and you probably have some niggas in my car. Like, I already know what you and your homegirls be on. Da 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 da. You're weird as fuck. Calling, you know, be this, be that, bitch. You weird. Da 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 da. I'm like, I'm on the way back now. I'm on the way back now. So when I pull up to Kiara's house, y'all, I ain't even pull into a spot. She like, it's a spot right there, y'all. I double park. Get the fuck out this motherfucking car, bitch, because you got me fucked up. You went and lied about picking up some money from somebody. Why did I literally leave? It's beyond me. So she get out the car. She's like, well, I'm gonna get the outfit. She couldn't even finish her sentence quick enough or close that door. I sped the fuck off. Literally, I forgot about the clothes. So I ended up getting back to his house. I'm like, I'm pulling up now. I'm pulling up. I ended up calling him right when I sped up. And I'm like, I'm pulling up on your street now. Like, can you open the gate? Why'd your mama close the gate? Like, dang. I mean, having an attitude. So he come outside and he got a hoodie on. He got a black hoodie on. Had black hoodie, black shoes, black tool, you know, he had his black glizzy, everything. So I'm just like, oh my God, what's he finna do with that? You know, I'm just stressed out. And he come outside and he was just like, he come to the driver's door and he opened and he was like, move. So I get out the car or whatever, and he ended up pulling in the gate, which was, what was the reason for that? I could have did that. So then I'm thinking like, dang, wait, is he telling me I can't come in the house or something? Because I'm still gonna stay here. So anyway, so he got out the car. He was like, what was you doing? What was you doing? Now he like inspecting his whole car to try to see if it's somebody in there or something like that. So I'm like, I wasn't doing nothing or whatever. And then he was just like, what took you so long? And I'm like, my bad, honestly. I was like, when I went to go to my house, I'm like, Kiara had asked me if I could give her a ride home. She was at her cousin's house and she was stuck. He like, well, why you didn't just say that? Like, why'd you lie? I'm like, because I knew you was gonna be mad or whatever. And I'm like, and plus you need gas. He like, and you couldn't have her put gas in my car and she got you running around like this and that. He just mad as hell. So I'm like, come on, let's just go in the house. Yo, he's like, I'm about to get, he's like, I need my woods. Y'all, he went to open the thing and he like, where's my woods at? So I'm like, what? He was like, where my woods at? So I'm like, I don't know, maybe you, I'm like, maybe you already used them or whatever. He's like, no, I didn't. I had 2 left up in here. So I'm like, oh, why are you asking me? He's like, who you had in my car? So now he mad. He like, call Kiara right now. Let me see your phone. Let me see your phone. Who did you have in my car? So I'm like, Kiara must have stole him. Like, Kiara stole him. Like, wow, she stole. Wow, Kiara, she stole him. He like, call her right now. Call her right now because I don't think you was with her. So I'm showing him my call log. I'm like, you see it say Kiara right here. I was talking to her. He like, you probably stored somebody else under there. Call her right now. Mind you, we outside. I'm like, can we go in the house? He like, no, call her right now. He's like, you know what? Let's go pull up to her house and ask her if she was at your, see if you was with her. I'm like, I'll call because you're doing too much. So I call her and I'm like, hello? She like, hey girl, he's still mad. I said, Kiara, why would you steal his woods? I cut her off. Kiara, why would you steal his woods? She was like, huh? I said, Kiara, I already know you took his woods out, his little middle thing. Like, why would you do that? Now he over here thinking I had somebody in his car. So she was just like laughing. She started laughing. He was like, no, what? He was like, what's she laughing about? Like, and she was like, oh, my bad. I didn't even know. Like, my bad. I had some of my own and I had put them in there. So I didn't even know. My bad. I must have accidentally took them. So I was like, yeah, like, that's fucked up. Why would you take them? So she just like, girl, my bad. Like, y'all could come get them or whatever. Which I don't know why she lying, because she knows she ain't got none either. So he was like, y'all could come get him. And I'm looking at him like, I'm looking at the phone. I look at him like, why would she say that? So he was like, nah, it ain't even that serious. I got some more in the house. So I hung up the phone in her face. I'm like, that's so weird. Like, why would she do that? He was like, and you be hanging out with people who just be stealing that. She could have took anything. What if I would have left money in the car or anything? And you just hanging out with people that's stealing? That's weird. that's weird. He's like, who she had with her? Like, who at her house right now? So I'm like, I don't know who at her house, but she didn't have nobody in the car. It was just me and her. He like, whatever. So we ended up going in the house, y'all. I was stressed. When we go in the house, tell me why his mama is standing outside her room door, like, waiting. And she was like, Symone, where did you go? Like, where was you at? Because when I drove past your house, you wasn't there. I'm like, oh, he already know where I was at. I went to go get my friend, give her a ride home. So she was like, yeah, because I told him, like, if you didn't come back with his car, he might as well just call and the police and make a report. So I'm just thinking, like, this car probably hot any fucking way. So I was just like, oh. And I just was like, yeah. I don't know, it was just an awkward moment. I was just like, oh. I don't know. I didn't know what else to say. I just was like, oh. And he was like, he started smiling. He was like, yeah, because I was really going to call. Like, I'm not playing. Like, you took my car. I was really going to call on you. And he looked at me and we just started laughing. And he, like, put his arm around me and we went into the room. And he was like, yeah, what was you doing? He was all like, and this, that, and all this other stuff like that. And you just in the car. And he was like, and then I knew you was with some dudes because you had posted on Snapchat, like, you was in the car and you had some dude in the driver's seat. I mean, the passenger seat. So that's how I knew you was with a dude. Like, stop lying. Nigga, I didn't even post your fucking dash because you got them lights on. So I was like, no, I didn't. He's like, I seen it on Snap. Like, somebody sent it to me. So I said, first of all, you did not see that on Snap. Like, whoever be sending you my snaps, well, bimbo. I'm like, she didn't send you that because that never even happened. I'm showing him my snaps like, that's not on there. But he be trying to get people caught up in a lie. Like, first of all, that didn't happen. He was like, okay, well, when you made a video of you in the car, like, I think you could hear a dude in the background. I'm like, I didn't even make a video in the car. Like, why are you trying to lie and think you finna get me caught up in a lie or whatever? So he was like, well, I think you called my phone or something. I could hear dudes talking. I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, he literally would try to get me caught up in a lie, y'all. But he over here really was like, yeah, because my mom really was going to call the police, though. She was really going to call the police, and I was going to let her. This ain't even in your name. Like, boy, shut up. And I'm just, like, laughing because I'm like, he's weird. I was like, well, do you want me to go home? And he's like, no, like, you ain't got to go home, but you're weird. He was like, let me smell it. I'm like, let you smell what? He's like, let me smell it. And I'm just like, bro, you're weird. Like, I don't know why he really just swore up and down that I had somebody in his car, which I almost had somebody in his car, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't for me, dang. But yeah, y'all, he clearly said he was gonna call them people on me. He told me he was gonna do it, and I don't know, his mom probably would, because she probably didn't like me for real. She didn't. She probably was like, I want to see you underneath the jail. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Do not let your friends peer pressure you into taking your man's car, because it could have went left, for real. Like, it really could have went left. I'm happy that it didn't go as bad as I thought it went. Like, maybe because, I don't know, he was being real chill that night. But it could have really went left. So do not let your broke homegirl peer pressure you into taking your man's car to where now you gotta gaslight her into stealing from him. And now he thinks she's a thief, which, I mean, hey, it wasn't far-fetched. But that's it for this story time, you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are enjoying vlogmas so far. And I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video.